Well, hello there. Lynn Huber here. Today is Sunday. Welcome everybody out today to our Sunday Night Live Learning with Lynn. So I'm Lynn Huber and
I'm Richard.
Richard is here. So welcome everybody out here. If you're here, say hi so we know you're here. And today we're going to talk about Facebook parties. You guys, I've been doing these for a couple of months, like maybe 4 months now or something, and I cannot tell you the huge jump that it's doing for my business. It is amazing because people don't like to go to parties. Hey, Amy. Hi,
Hey,
Amy.
hey,
How are you?
Mark.
Hey, Mark and Lori. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
So you guys, people don't like to go to parties, and it's kind of a pain to have to go and do a party, but Facebook is so easy, and people love them. And we've done quite a few of these parties, and people are interacting. They're having fun. It's just amazing what's happening, and I'm just so excited about it, which is why I want to share it with you tonight. So let me do some things here. I'm going to move this over here, and I am going to share. There you go. So now you should be able to see my screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to my blog again, onlinebeautybiz.com, and you can see right here is to sign up for the newsletter. If you're on my team, you're already on the newsletter. If you're not on this, you might want to sign up. I send blog posts 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they're training to help you in your Avon business. And then right below that is a search. And I want to show you really quick. We do this all the time, but oh, let's see. Okay, there we go. Got lost. Okay, is it this one? Wrong. Sorry about that. What happened to it? Tools. There we go, web developer. Okay, so you can see if I click on this, this is what it looks like if you're on a phone, okay? And so you don't have that sidebar, but your menu's up here, so you can click on your menu. You scroll down about 6 or 7 posts, and below that is that sign up form right there, and then below that is the search. So just wanted to show you where that was. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to that search, and we're going to search for Facebook party. Rick, hey, Rick and Tina is on. Welcome. So how to host a Facebook party for your Avon business. So there's a video in here. You're going to want to watch this because I'm not going to go through all of this today. You are definitely going to want to watch this. But, you know, here's the thing. I'm finding this is even helping me for recruiting. In fact, I have signed up about 6 people or so that are personal recruits, not Alma leads, which is going to help me for the Los Cabos trip, right? But I've also signed up a couple of Alma leads because of these Facebook parties. So what I do is I have an email list, and I use Aweber, but you can use MailChimp if you want. I think it's MailChimp.com, and that's free for a certain number of people. And whenever I get a recruit, I add them to my email list. Now, my email list is also for my customers, and it's for my blog, my personal blog, but I add all my recruits there because every time I send out a post, I want them to see it. I write a lot of posts about selling Avon and making money with Avon and all of that, and so I want them to see it. So what I found out was I was struggling a little bit with getting people to show up to my Facebook parties at first, and I will tell you that you just can't post it on Facebook and expect people to show up. It doesn't work that way. So we'll go into that in more detail. But I started sending out an email to my list saying, I'm having a Facebook party on whatever, Monday. Why don't you join us? It's going to be so much fun. And lo and behold, I had Alma leads even that showed up at my Facebook party. And these are people that never returned my call, never returned a text. I've never heard from them. And boom, they're in my Facebook party. How exciting is that? And they come in and they're kind of, I guess they feel safe because I can't see them. And, you know, I don't know if they even know I know who they are. But they come in and they interact in the party and they get excited and they join. And that's been really huge for us. Also, another way that a Facebook party is so amazing is when you're first starting out, you might want to do like a mystery host party. And basically what that means is that that's what I've been doing, is I do a mystery host party. So whoever earns the most points in the party gets to be the hostess. That means they get the hostess rewards. And the hostess rewards are based on sales, and they're based on, you know, what the total sales of the party is, and then you get a percentage of them. Just like if you were doing a party or a book party, you know, like if I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but if I had a $150 order, they might get 20% of the sales or something like that. And so I have a mystery host, and the person that earns the most points becomes that mystery host. Now, I also do Facebook parties for my team members and for customers. And so when you're doing it that way, you're not going to have a mystery host because you have a host. Your team member is your host. And if you're doing a party for one of your customers, they're the host, and they're going to get the hostess rewards. But it's a great way to start because you want to get people excited. You want to get them to come in. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you too. So you want to get them started, and you want to, and the idea being is they earn points for things like commenting and asking questions and placing an order, and they get points for all this stuff, inviting people, and that's how they earn the points. And so as we're having a party, let's say if I have 10 people show up, and out of those 10 people, I can get 2 more people, 2 out of that 10 to do a host a party for me. Then I get to do parties for them. That's 2 people. And each of them have 10 people in their parties. These are 10 people I don't have access to. This is their friends. And and I get orders from that and maybe recruits. And if I can get 2 people out of each of those 2 parties, that gives me 4 more people that's having parties. And do you see how it's extending your reach farther and farther and farther? And that's what's so huge about these parties. Susan, good to see you. Welcome. And that's what's so exciting about this. You got to get really good at getting people to have parties. You got to make your party fun, and you got to get good. It's follow-up. It's all about follow-up. And we haven't talked about that before, have we? Follow up, follow up, follow up. Whether you're following up for customer orders, whether you're following up for someone to host a Facebook party for you, whether you're following up on recruits, it's all the same. You should just call us head follow-up people because that's what our job is. It really is. So these parties are huge. So today, like I said, make sure you watch this video because it's really going to be helpful for you. It goes into a lot more detail. But today, I just want to talk about the script and the basics of how I do it. And like I started to say, I offer this to all my new, Mark says, follow up, follow up, follow up. Edra, welcome. Good to see you. So I also offer this to all my new people on my team. And so far I've hosted 2 parties for 2 team members, and both of them had way more than $150 in their first order. So how is that for rocking it? I mean, because that's important to us, right? And it just kind of makes sure you're kind of helping them make sure that it happens. And that's just really cool. So here's the script. You can download a PDF version of this. Basically, you're going to do a party in a private Facebook group. That means you need to set up a new Facebook group for every party. And there's lots of reasons for this. One is because Facebook has took away interaction. You could do it in an event, but you can't automate it in an event. You have to manually do it because Facebook has eliminated any option for you to be able to automate it. But in an event, people get so many event requests and reminders that nobody sees them. Facebook doesn't show them to you. And you probably all know this. You don't see them. On a page, you don't want to do it on your page because you don't want to bother everybody else that's on that page. They don't want all those notices. But if you do it in a private Facebook group, people will get notifications. They'll see the post a lot more than if they do it any other way on Facebook. Also, my party is 1 hour long. That's it. I will set up the group, a private Facebook group, 5 to 7 days prior to the live event. I will post maybe once a day up until the live event. And then the day of the party, I'll do a morning post that says, today's the day, and then 2 hours before, and then 15 minutes before. And then from that 1 hour, it's a series of 14 to 16 or something like that posts every couple of minutes. And they're interactive, they're fun. And so you want to create a closed group. It needs to be closed because for several reasons, people, a lot of times, if I was a guest in a group, I wouldn't want all my friends to get all the notices about all those posts. Can you see how that would be a little bit overwhelming for some people? So in a closed group, it stays in the group. Be sure to use a fun cover photo to catch their attention and list the party details in the group description. That it's going to be this time and this is what our topic is and this is where you can shop and all of that. Coach your hostess. And this is for you too. You don't ever want to add people to a group without their consent. Never. What you do is you go to the group and you can share. Let me just show you really quick. I think, okay, right here, this is our online beauty biz group, but I can share this group and I can share it on my timeline. I can share it on a page. I can send it in a private message. So you can share the group with a private message to each person saying, hey, I'm having a Facebook party. Would you come and join us? Let them join the group. Don't you add them. Let them join the group because then they want to be there. And also, I when I set up a group, I ask a couple of questions that they have to answer to be approved to get in. And like the questions are really simple. They're like, are you excited for Mary's party? And who invited you? And the who invited you question is more to help keep track of points of whose guest that was. But so anyway, then 1 to 2 a day posts in the group up to the live event, introduction and welcome. So the introduction is a Facebook live that Richard and I recorded saying, welcome to our party. We keep it generic so we can use the same one all the time. But welcome to our party. We're so excited you're here. Just kind of a brief how this is going to work. And then I will do another post that will introduce the hostess, why they're doing the party, if they're a rep, why they started their business, and how we can help support them. And then you're going to do posts about how to earn points and where you're going to place orders and that kind of thing. So those are like 1 or 2 posts a day up into the live event. And then the today is the day post, 2 hours prior, countdown reminder, and 15 minutes prior. And then we get to the party time and we welcome to the live party. So whenever everybody comes into that group, whether it's 3 days before the party or the day of the party, whenever you let them into the group, welcome them right away. Make them feel really important. And then you have an engagement post, like ask questions. So welcome, we're excited you're here. Tell us a little bit about yourself tell one fact about yourself that nobody knows, or what's your favorite product, or an ABCD question like, oh, which one would you rather do, A, B, C, or D, and why? That type of thing. And then you'll do 2 or 3 product posts. These would be like my favorite products and a video explaining a product. And then you have let's shop. Link to a custom album. What works the best here is if you create an album on your business page. Your Avon business page has nothing to do with the party. Create an album on your business page saying Avon's top 10 items or my favorite Christmas items or whatever, with like 12 to 15 to maybe 20 pictures in it. You don't really want more than that. Make sure every picture has a link to the product on your website. Then you can share that whole album to your group as a post as part of your party. And it's really cool. They can kind of scroll through those pictures and they can comment on them. And that increases your engagement on your Facebook page. So that's pretty cool. So then make sure you show a video explaining the Avon opportunity and then the engagement post. I have a post that says something like, I've been with Avon for 17 years. So I could probably answer your questions. What questions do you have for me? And then I'll say things like, if you're not sure what to ask, you can ask questions like, how do I get to Los Cabos? Or do I have to do home parties? Or is there a minimum or quota? And then you let them ask questions. And while they're asking questions, they're earning points. And you're answering those questions and people are interacting. So can you see how that gets people interested in maybe selling Avon? And then you'll have a post saying, join my VIP group if you have one, host a party, and then thank the guests and the host. And then I do a post-party poll the next morning that says, which are you? And it has an A, B, C, D, E, F. And A is like, I already placed an order. B might be, I'm going to place an order really soon. C might be, I don't remember them off the top of my head. I will show them to you in a little while here. But it might be, I'm not going to buy anything, but thanks for inviting me. And what that does is it gives me an idea of what to expect. And that that particular post goes out the next morning, and I keep my party open one more full day. So if I had my party tonight, all those posts would happen tonight, and then tomorrow morning that post-party poll would go out, and they have until tonight, the end of the day today, to get their orders in and to go back and comment on the post. So if somebody wasn't at the party live, they can still come in and comment on the post. So that's the basics of the party. It's actually, you know, you kind of want to feel free to explore ideas, use your imagination, change it up. We can't all be doing the same thing. Facebook they get really freaked out when they see the same posts. If I start posting the same thing and then Rick starts posting it and then Mark starts posting it, even in private different groups, Avon will freak out and they'll put all of us in Facebook jail. And that's why it's so important. That's why I kind of give you just an overview here rather than exact, because all of us could get put in Facebook jail, and then what? How are we going to run our business, right? We don't want to do that. So, if we go down a little farther, I have a test party, and I actually did a test party, and I did this for my reps, and this is our sample mystery host Facebook party. Oh, look, there's already people in here wanting to join it, so I will let them in. This is a party. You can go back. The posts aren't in order because every time somebody in a group, every time somebody comments, it bumps that post to the top. So they're not in order, but you can go through and their posts are numbered. So you can see this is an album. You see how nice that is? So this is an album that says more shopping tape. Check out our autumn romance collection. And you literally can click on these, and I have descriptions on them, and it's actually tied to my page. But you can, and then people can like and comment, and when they do, that increases the interaction on my Facebook page too. So you can go in here and you can check this out. One thing I want to say, Facebook will freak out. Yeah, no, it's Facebook. Did I say Avon? I'm sorry. It's Facebook that will freak out, not Avon. Facebook. Gosh, it seems like it just amazes me with Facebook. I mean, one time I was at Rep Fest and I was taking pictures and I was tagging people in pictures. People that were there, they were in the pictures. We were at Rep Fest, and Facebook put me in jail because I was tagging too many people. So, you know, you just never know what they're going to do. So, so there's a party. I've left it open so that you can go in and look. And I want to say this because, you know, I do a lot of training and I have a lot of Avon reps following me. And what I'm finding is that whenever I do a party for my customers, I all of a sudden get 50 or 70 reps that want to get in. And I can't do that. I mean, 1 or 2 would be fine, but I'm not getting 1 or 2. I'm getting tons that want to get into my party. Can you see how that would be a problem? First off, reps would be asking questions like, well, how do I do this? And I'm like, you don't say that in front of my customer, you know, or how are you getting that deal? You know how reps can ask questions, right? How are you getting it for that price? I don't need that in front of my customer. And it is my customer. So I can't let you in to my private ones. And that's why I left this test one here for you. Okay. So anyway, I hope you understand that. So I want to show you, I use a tool called SenseShare, and you absolutely can use Facebook or Avon Social. Avon Social is an amazing tool, but it doesn't have some of the features that SenseShare does. But if you wanted to, I believe Rick actually used Avon Social for one of his. And so you can use it because you can schedule posts, and I'm sure you could schedule them every 3 or 4 minutes. But it's kind of manual, especially when I show you this, you're going to freak out when you see how easy this is. So this is SenseShare. These are my scheduled posts that I have upcoming. I can just literally go in here. I can add a picture. I can type in my post. I can tell it where do I want to go, to my page, my Instagram, my groups. And you actually can turn groups on and off. If you go to this side here, you can refresh and it shows you all of your groups. And I have other parties that I've done that I've turned off. The green means they're off and the black means they're on. So I'm not posting to them anymore. And I haven't deleted them yet. I may keep them and just every once in a while post in them. But so that makes it easy when you're here because you're only looking at groups you deal with on a regular basis. So you can literally go in here, type your post. You can put a link in here to a video, and if you click on this link, it will pull up the picture of the video, and you can schedule it. You can schedule it for any time you want and the time and all of that, and it shows up here as scheduled. But here's something that's really cool. Yesterday, I did a party for a team member, Peggy. So this is my history. I'm looking at my history, and this is Peggy's Avon launch party. These are all of her posts, okay? Let's just say Rick says he did. Yes, he did. He used Avon Social to do a party. Okay, so let's just say that I did Peggy's party yesterday, and now I want to do a party for Rick. He's a new rep, and I want to do a party for him. Look at this. I can go, this is Peggy's party. These are all the posts I did for her. I can go up here and I can say select all, and I'm going to take off some of these because this is her. And these are pre-posts, and I'm just going to take them off for right now because they're kind of scheduled for oddball times because they're scheduled like a day before, and some of them are 2 in a day, and those are just more specific. But my actual party, I'm going to start with my 2-hour countdown, and so I unchecked the ones that were earlier, and these are all my actual posts of my party, and I can click here and I can say batch post. Now, it's already put all these posts in here. So let's just say that Rick's party is on the 20th. And let's say that Rick's party is at 7 p.m. Well, I want to start 2 hours prior because it's the 2-hour countdown. So I'm going to change this to 5 o'clock p.m. I'm going to keep the interval. But see, Peggy's party was at 2. So, no, at 4. Peggy's party was at 4. Her 2-hour countdown was at 2. So I'm changing it to the 2-hour countdown is at 5. His actual party is going to be at 7. But it's going to keep the interval. It's going to keep track of how many minutes were in between each post. So I'm going to say apply interval. You see how it did this? So this is at 5 o'clock plus 1 hour and 45 minutes equals 6:45 plus 15 minutes equals 7. And now the party's going to start. So we have 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3. Most of them are 3, 4. Don't do every 3 minutes. Don't do the same amount of time because that freaks Facebook out too. So some of them are 3. I have quite a few that are 3, but I have 4s and I have 2s. Also, you want to alternate different kinds of posts. Don't just keep posting picture, 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 video, video, video. Kind of alternate them. So I'm just going to put this in a test group that I have right now that I use to test. So here it is. I got this batched. I got this ready to put in Rick's party. But you know what? There's a little problem here. It says Peggy, right? Look at this right here, this magnify, the binoculars. So if I click here and I say find Peggy and replace it with Rick, look at that. It's going to go through and it's going to find every incident where her name is, which maybe isn't that many. Okay. And it's going to change it to Rick. So I can say, is it down at the bottom? Update posts. Okay. Now I have Peggy's website here. I don't want it to be Peggy's website. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to say find Peggy's website and replace it with Rick's website. And I'm going to search. Look at that. It's going to change it every time. Update posts. And then there's one more thing I really need to do because Peggy's party was at 2 o'clock, or I mean 4 o'clock. Let me find one just so I can copy it. Oh, maybe I don't have it. You know what? It was in her pre-party post, so maybe it's not a big deal because I said the party's going to start at 5 p.m. No, let's see. Her party was at
6 o'clock.
Her party was at
6
4.
o'clock.
Her party was at 4. So I would say 3 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. So I actually had that, and that's in my pre-post. So I don't need to worry about it here. So after I've done that find and replace, then I can just go down here and I can just say schedule. Did it work? Oh, schedule batch. What did I do?
You have to.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Return. Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't want to do that. That said mix up your posts. which I don't want to do. Can I turn it? Oh, okay, turned it back. So now I just go here and I schedule batch. So make sure you got to go into the right party. Make sure you have the right date, the right time, schedule batch. Boom. Rick's party is all scheduled. How's that? I can go back to Peggy's now and I can say these pre-posts, let's schedule those. This one is the Black Friday, pre-Black Friday, so I probably won't count that, although it is still good on Tuesday. But see, I take these pre-posts and then I can say, okay, let's batch these, batch post. And I can actually go in, okay, I'm going to keep the interval, but this one started like 4 days prior. See how I have the 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m.? That's what I'm going to want to change. And then it started 4 days prior, so I would go, I can't now because it's only 2 days. So I could say new interval, and I can say every I don't know, 4 hours or whatever I want to do. And even when I do that, I can go in and edit them. But I can't edit them until I schedule them. So go to my private test group, apply interval. Let me see if it will let me. Okay, so it's letting me enter it here, so I can edit the message and I can edit the time. So edit, it opens it up and save, and I can change the time right here. Okay, I'm not actually going to schedule this, but you see how easy that is? It's like I literally just booked that whole party in 5 minutes, and the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So, and they also have this new thing coming out, which I'm a tester of, where they actually are going to give you posts, which is really cool. One more thing I want to show you. You can copy in here any Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter post that you want to. You can put a link. So let's just say if I want to do this, how to copy this link up here for how to host a Facebook party. I put the link in. And I click on this link, that tells it, look for get the picture. It pulls up the picture and I can just schedule this. Do you see how easy that is? I can type in a message, whatever I want. So, or I'm gonna leave this page. Let's say today's Mickey's birthday. So let's see, we can search for all kinds of things. Let's just search for Veterans Day, okay? Hashtag Veterans Day. And I'm gonna click on photos. And look at all these photos, public photos. Look at all these. Now, it has to be public for this to work. But we can scroll through these pictures, and we can find something that we really like. Is there going to be something that's going to have some text? So with the most hundo, you see this? Let's just say I like this, and I wanted to post it. I just click on this date, and I can right-click on it and say, copy link location. I can go back to Send Share, paste that link, click on Facebook, and look at that. It pulls up the whole post with the text and everything. Then I can edit it. Maybe I don't want to do this tacos thing, and I can edit it. I can put a heart in there, whatever I want, and I can then schedule it and say schedule post. So it's pretty sweet. You can do the same thing with Instagram. You can put a link to Instagram and click on the Instagram, and it will pull that up. This is an amazing program. So going back to this Send Share is only, here's the deal. What does Send Share cost? We're just going to talk about that. Awesome. Thank you, Mark. So Send Share is $100 a year or $10 a month. I was using Post Planner, and I was paying $269 a year for Post Planner, and I was using Buffer, and I think Buffer is maybe about the same price as Send Share. I don't know, but it won't do all of this. So I have gotten rid of Post Planner, and I've gotten rid of Buffer, and I am only using Send Share. So it's $100 one time per year, or if you want to do it monthly, it's $10 a month. So I'm like totally sold on that. So let me see, was there something else I have? Oh, I do have something else. Be thinking about your questions because I'm almost done. I'm going to go to questions. I have something special for you guys. Again, it is really important to know that you cannot just copy posts word for word and use them in your parties, especially because you're doing posts every 2 or 3 minutes. Facebook immediately starts thinking you're spamming if it's something similar to what somebody else did, if it's too similar. So, but what I did, I'm giving you my script and my images. You have to be a member of Online Beauty Biz. It's in the files section. And if you click on how to host a Facebook party, I give you this is the training. That's this page right here that it's going to take you to. But I'm also going to give you, because you're a member of this group, and I'm keeping it in the group because I don't want the whole world to have it, because I don't want to have too many problems with too many people using it. I'm giving you Facebook images and my script. This is going to link you to my Google Drive. Here's my script. This is what I use for my team. Please don't use it word for word. Edit it just a little bit so it's in your own words. But this totally will give you what you need. So I tell you, set up a private group, link to your business page. By the way, link your group to your business page if you have one, and link it to your VIP group if you have one. You have to add SendShare as an app in the group. SendShare has training on it. If you're using SendShare, they have training on it. It's the same as Avon Social. You have to do the same thing. You have to link that app in the group. This is all the new Facebook stuff. These are the questions I ask. Are you excited to join the party? And I would probably say, Mary's party rather than the party, and tell us who invited you. And then in the description, welcome to our party. Here's where I say the times. You see this? So I actually put it in each time zone because sometimes people struggle with that. So I give it to them in each time zone, give them all the details, free shipping over $40, welcome 10 code. You're going to do the order at the website right here. And then I have the pre-party one. This is my intro and welcome. It's my video. You can do a Facebook Live video or you can do a YouTube video. Just a little tip. I created a Facebook page, a business page, where I keep my videos, and I use that to share. On my Facebook page, the one I'm talking about, it is not, I don't show it to anybody. It's a public page, but I have never shown it to anybody. I don't promote it. I don't even want anybody on it. I just put my videos there. And the reason is I can then share them to a party. When you share a Facebook video, it shows up in the group and it's already playing. Do you know what I mean? When you click through your feed and you see the video playing and you can click on it to turn the volume on, the sound on. If you post a link to a YouTube video, it takes you out of Facebook. It takes you to YouTube. It won't automatically play in your feed. So that is just a tip, but you can absolutely do a YouTube video if you want, or you can create a live video right in that group. But the live video is just me and Richard, just, hey, welcome to our party. We're so glad you're here. This is how it's going to work. The party will be during the hour, and be sure to invite your friends, that kind of thing. Then your next one is going to introduce your hostess, post a picture and tell a little bit about her or him or whoever's hosting your party. And then these are my pre-party Avon points. This is how you earn points. This is how the party works. Just a reminder. And then the day of the party, it's party day. And then 2 hours before, it's 2-hour countdown to our party, 15 minutes before, have this Facebook group open as well as my website and your website. And then we're excited. What are you snacking on this evening? You really should ask questions all the time to get people to interact with you. And then post 1, post 2. Now I use these. This is another thing, another tip. Again, you want the video to actually play in your group rather than them having to go to click on it and going out of the group to YouTube. When they get out of your group on YouTube, God knows where they're going to end up, right? They might see another video on YouTube and disappear, squirrel, right? So go to Avon, go to Facebook Avon. Avon has all kinds of videos, and you can click on let me show you this. So if we go to Avon, and we actually click on Avon, you can go here to videos. You can find a video, and we don't actually have to play it. And there's your link right there. So copy that link and put that in your party. So back to here. What did I do with I know I had this open, I thought. Is it somewhere else? Did I lose it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so put your link, and then you're going to go into SendShare, and you're going to paste that link right here. So I'm going to copy that link. Let's start a new post, lead page. And I'm going to paste that link right there, and I'm going to click on this link, and it will pull up the video, and then you can type your text in here. So then you can just literally, okay, post number 3, and I number my posts to make it easy for them to see, to follow. So, of course, this isn't hydrofusion, but you get my drift, right? And then, so let's get started. And then you're going to put a link to that product. This is hydrofusion. You're going to put a link to your online store there too. So right here, you'll put link to your store, to that product in your store, and then you can schedule it. So there's your Avon, and that's from Avon's Facebook page. So then it works out so that it's right in your post. So anyway, all the posts are here, 7:08, 7:12, 7:16. This is starting at 7 o'clock. Obviously, you would edit it. Let's go shopping, and then you're going to have images with descriptions. You're going to have a photo album on your business page. Here's a blog post that teaches you how to do that. Now, this is really important too. If I'm doing a party for my team member, I do not put my business page in their party because I don't want their customers going to my store, right? So I either ask the rep to create albums on their business page if they have one, or SendShare will allow you to post up to 10 pictures. You literally can add 10 pictures here, and you can add them to your post. So if it's a rep and they don't have a business page, I would just add like up to 10 pictures. The problem with this though is you can't put descriptions on those pictures, and you can't put links. So you'd want to put the links in your message. So there we go. There's my new representative starter kits. Ask me anything. So we're going to play a little game. Ask me anything. Ask me anything. You can literally ask me anything. I'll do my best to answer. You don't know what to ask. Things like, do you have to do home parties? Do you get free product? How much of a discount do you get? Anything that they ask, other people might be wondering too, right? And then join our VIP group. Again, that would be your rep's VIP group if you're doing it for a rep. And if they don't have a VIP group, then leave this post out. This is going to have to be customized a little bit for each person and each party, because you're going to do different photo albums for different products depending on what kind of party it is. And there's my prize drawing. And here's my party poll. So thank you so much for who attended. It's my goal to provide you with the best shopping experience. Help me help you by filling out this quick poll, and you get points if you do. The party's open till midnight tonight, so be sure to go back and comment on all the posts, book a party, and give me an answer. What are you here? So these are the posts. These are eyeshadow things I did. Here's this how it works. There's the new representative starter kits. That just shows you, oh, that's the document that I just showed you. There's your 2 hours to go. These say onlinebeautybiz.com, and the reason for that is I don't want the whole world using them, and people might be less likely to use them if they have a website on them. But this is the Avon training website, so you're not going to lose your customer to it. But what I also suggest is that you create your own. Use these as examples and create your own. Rick has done an amazing job of creating his own posts. So here's the points. 5 points, comment on a post. 20 points, ask a question. 30 points, invite a friend. 50 points, place an order. 75 points, book a party. 100 points for the first person to place an order. And 150 points if you sign up to Sell Avon. So they earn those points. They want to win, right? So and then I do an enter here to win. This is linked to an online Google Doc prize drawing that I have. I have one for myself that I use. Some of you, like Mark and Lori, and Rick and Tina, you know what I'm doing already. I use them for events and for me, my Avon catalog request. But then I have a separate one that's for parties, and I just use the same one all the time because I can just copy and paste them into Excel and give them to my team member and say, these are the people you got from your party. So from here, you can do how to do a party prize drawing, and you can search for that. Host a party with me, hostess rewards. So if the party is 50 to 150, they get 10%. I actually lowered this. Mine is 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, or 40. This might be 40. And then fashion and home products, 10%. I put 15. I lowered this because when I'm doing it for a new rep, I don't want them to give away all their profits. You know, they're just getting started. So that's why I did that. But those are the images. And you can, this is shared, that you can view it and you can download the images, you can download the script. You're not going to be able to edit anything in here, but they're here for you to use. I suggest you create your own images and for sure change the text, but you can use them if you want to. As far as how to create those images, you go to Canva. Canva's free. Look, I've created all my images in here. It's free and it's really easy to use. And you can just say Facebook post and you can add images, you can add text, and then you can download them. It just makes it really easy. So take mine and kind of copy it. I know Rick's done a lot of this, like I said, and kind of copy it and then put your own text in. It doesn't even matter if it's exactly the same, but because it's a different image, it's going to have different metadata in it, and Facebook isn't looking at the image, they're looking at the data that's behind it, so they'll see that it's a different image from mine. So this is canva.com. It's free. You literally can create all kinds of images. You can create social media, Facebook. You can even do postcards and cards and business cards, and they'll print them for you, so that's kind of cool. There are paid versions, like when you go to add images and stuff, you can upload your own images, so you can go elsewhere and find images and bring them in. But if you want to, let me just show you something. Create a design. We'll do a Facebook post. So they have like pre-made ones that you can use and edit, or you can create your own. And so they have like backgrounds, and these are free. But some of them are going to cost money. So like this is $1 if you want to use this one. But you can also upload your own. So these are uploads I've done, and you can upload it and put it in there. And then there's text. You can add headings, subheadings. They give you text. I mean, look at this. So you can just drag this in there. So let me just put a background on just to show you. Put a background on, then the text. So just take I'm just going to grab a text. See that? You can edit it. You can change it. You can do whatever you want with it. So this is like amazingly, it's just an amazing program, and it's called canva.com. It would help if you can show things from my party last night. Well, Peggy, by the way, Peggy, welcome. She's the one we did the party last night. So Peggy, actually, we were, I don't know if you saw it, we were in your party. Let me leave here. And I go to Peggy's party.
There she is.
Let me see if I can scroll through them that way.
This is a famous lady.
So there she is, and I just said, introducing Peggy. She's excited about her Avon business. And then I had the hostess rewards for her party. And these are the pre-party posts and the party points. And then I did the Black Friday because, of course, she had her party yesterday, so all of her guests can do this Black Friday. And I had 2 images there, okay? And you know what, you guys? Something I learned is if you make your images 800 pixels by 800 pixels, if you want them to be side by side in a party, I don't know if I have one to show you, they'll sit together in a Facebook post side by side. It's really nice. 800 pixels by 800 pixels.
Yeah, one that has a block of flow forward. It works all the time.
Yeah. So so then we did, this is how it works. So I did this is how it works. Follow the numbered posts. You see this is it's the same thing as this one, but I just created my own again because I don't want them to be all exactly the same. And then party points again, just a reminder, it's party day and 2 hours to go, 15 minutes to party time. Welcome. And then I say, look, we're glad you joined us. Take a minute to learn about you. Post a random fact about yourself, and have you been naughty or nice? See, so we're just getting engagement. So also just a reminder to refresh the page because with Facebook, you want to be sure to refresh so you see all the new posts because they're coming every 2, 3, 4 minutes. This is a video. This is Avon's video about Bring on the Merry. And this is a video about the eye serum, and then the hydro fusion. And then we did multiple, see this has multiple pictures, and I say some beautiful looks with Avon's True Color eyeshadow palettes, and a link to the eyeshadow palette or this eyeshadow on her website, which is your favorite. And so we want people to comment. So these are just, again, we're just going through, these are the pictures. And then we did this, like, this is an interaction post. Which do you like best? Wrapping, baking, decorating, or shopping? And, when people comment, you create a conversation with them. So that's just the basics. I mean, we don't need to go through every post, but they're all here too. And so you're welcome to take these and use them, copy them, go to Canva, create your own. And it's just really easy to do. It's free.
Yeah, like Lynn said, things will change. Parties will be at different times of the year, so you can change out the posts, or they'll have special offers that are coming from Avon. $40, for free shipping, $20, whatever, or whatever is free. The Black Friday thing. So things are changing all the time. So you can pop new slides into your Facebook party.
Yeah, because see, like I did, my last Facebook party for me was 30 gifts under $30. Mm-hmm. And so I created an album on my Facebook business page that was 30 gifts under $30. And let me see if I can pull that up just so you can see what I did. No, whoops, it's Love My Beauty Biz. So that it's not in my party, it's on my page, and it's public album. So if I go to photos, I have like amazing skincare deals. I used that one in my last party because a lot of times I do Avon's top 10, but this time I did 30 gifts under $30. And then I also did stocking stuffers, and I did amazing skincare deals. So in this album, I put campaign 25 because then I don't have to go back and change the prices all the time. They know what they are. And I'm using the actual pages from the brochure. I like the way that looks because, see, I don't have to, it gives them the pricing, it gives them the details. And so
plus they're ordering online, and it's available online right then too while we're doing the party. So.
Yeah, so I give them a link here to the products. And so that's how I do that. And then you just click right here on your album. So you've opened the album, and you click right here, and you just say get link, and that's the link you would share in your party using right here. You would like put that link right here. So that's in a nutshell. And by the way, Peggy, congratulations for a successful party yesterday. You did a great job. I love the way you interacted with your people, and it was fun. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Peggy, for doing your party yesterday. So does anybody have any questions? If you go back to this, how to host a Facebook party, I probably ought to mention this. Here's a link to Cinch Share. You get a 7-day free trial, but if you use my link, they increase it by 30 days. So you'll get a 37-day free trial by using this code Cinch Free. Okay, so if you use my link. But I think that's all I have. Make sure you come back and watch this video. Facebook parties are kicking my business in high gear right now. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I know Rick is doing some amazing things with it too. And he just did a party yesterday with one of his customers. And so that's like more online sales he wouldn't have got otherwise, right? And it's an hour of your time. Yeah, it takes some time to set up the party. But once you have your script written, then it's just kind of changing out videos and changing out links, and then it's just rescheduling the party. It's really pretty easy, just editing individual posts. But a lot of it will be the same. If you're doing them for yourself, you're going to want to change them up even more, though, because you don't want your same customers to see exactly the same things. Like, like, what do you like better, wrapping or shopping or eating food? Well, you don't want them to see that same thing in every party if it's the same people attending. So if you're doing it for yourself, you need to change it up more. If you're doing it for your team members, you pretty much can use the same exact thing, except for, like I said, have them create the albums, the photo albums on their business page and share the link to that. Or if they don't have a business page, just do 10 images and be sure to put it in the details up here, the links to where they can buy it. So Peggy says, thank you. Let me see. Whoops. Peggy says, thank you. And it's generated a lot of questions. Yeah, we got a lot of good interaction with that, Peggy. We'll be closing your party out tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins.
Just to say, too, a lot of times you'll get, people on the party, and then and 2 hours after the party's over or the next morning, you'll get some more people entering in on the party. So almost every party we've done so far, it hasn't been everybody comes to the party, they're there for an hour and that's it. It's interaction goes on for at least 10, 12 hours after the pardy's over.
And
so that's really cool.
People who are in the party find out it was fun. So they get with their friends and they go, you need to come in here. This was fun. And they get points for inviting their friend. And look at Rick. He said, I have a customer from that party wanting me to do a party.
Oh,
so there's his second, right? He had a customer that wanted to do the party, and now he has a customer from that party wanting to do a party. Way to go, Rick. You are a rock star.
Yeah, the thing we found on this that's really good is it's just one more way to get people into your funnel, either as a customer or a recruit for your team. But the thing that's so cool about this is that everybody struggles with getting their new members of their team to get their first order in. A lot of people are afraid. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to talk to people, et cetera, et cetera. But pretty much everybody knows how to get on Facebook or do things, and it's kind of a fun thing. So it's a good way for them to generate. If they have a few sales, but they don't have $150 yet, it's a good way for them to generate more sales. So they'll end up with a $150 first order.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah. Well, if they can get, I know that Peggy only had, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Peggy, I don't remember for sure, maybe 4 or 5 people there. And she sent me a message this morning that her orders were over $150. So, you know, and I have found that you don't need a lot of people in your parties. You just need maybe 4, 5, 6 people, and that's amazing all by itself. And you'd be surprised at how the interaction goes. People are commenting and you're responding to them because you want to get a conversation going with them. And it's just really working out really cool.
That's what I was going to say too, is I don't know how many customers or how many people you have on your team right now, but if let's just say for the sake of numbers, you did one Facebook party a week and you got one person either as a customer or you got one person on your team every week. That'd be 52 customers at the end of the year, or 52 new people on your team, and plus the sales. And it's just amazing. And right now, I personally think that winter's a good time to do this because people don't like to go out. Period. Even if the weather's nice, they'll find some excuse. But now, especially in the winter, it's either going to be raining, it's going to be snowing, it's going to be cold, and so they can sit in their jammies at home and get their frosty beverage or their hot cider or whatever they're drinking, and sit in front of their Facebook screen for an hour and have fun and look at product and interact with people. It's really cool.
Yeah. But I will say, you guys, is this going to be easy? No. Actually, it is. It is kind of easy, but. You're not going to get people to show up just by, I'm serious. You can't just create a group and start adding people to it. And you just can't blast it all over. Here's a good example. You know your sweepstakes, our sweeps that Avon, I'm just going to go back to our page. You know the sweeps that Avon's been doing? Just because you post it doesn't mean people go and enter the contest, right? In fact, I saw Scott commenting on a post because people were saying, I can't get people to enter my drawing. And Scott's like, well, you need to really work it. You need to invite people. You need to send a message. You need to post it on your personal page and say, share this with your friends. Rick and Tina and Mark and Lori are doing great things right now with Facebook Lives. And they're just every single week, without fail, they're doing a Facebook Live. They're showing, it's just like 10 minutes or so. They're showing products. They're demoing them. And they're saying, like and share this video. And if you like and share it and comment, we'll put you in a drawing for these products. And that's what you want to do too with your Facebook. You know, you want to say like and share, because the more people that you invite into my party, the more points you will earn and the more prizes. And I am right now giving away a lot of prizes in my parties because I'm trying to build it up and I'm trying to get people used to the idea that, oh, this is fun and you really do get prizes. So your door prizes, my grand prize might be just what Rick and Tina and Mark and Lori are doing with their weekly thing. You know, it's like maybe $50 bundle, right? It's like different products, like maybe some Skin So Soft, a little bit of jewelry, maybe a fragrance, and they just put that together. And that would be my door prize if I'm doing it for Peggy. That's what they earn the points. Whoever gets the most points gets that door prize. But then on the drawing, we do a post says, well, this is a party and we want to have more prizes. That's what my post says, something like, this is a drawing and we want to have more prizes. So enter to win our drawing. Let me see if I have that in here. Yeah, enter to win special door prize drawing. And then I would say it's time for a giveaway. We can't let you go home without a special prize. When you have a home party, you get an opportunity to win a prize. So let's do it here. You have a link to your door prize drawing form. And here's how to create one. Right here is a post that teaches you how to create one. And then they go in and they fill this out. And so, like, for instance, with Peggy, I will copy and paste her people into an Excel spreadsheet and I will send it to her. So she has all of her people that enter the drawing. But then you can give away things like a glimmer sticks or a hand lotion or whatever. Right now I'm giving away for my party prizes the Best of Beauty bundles because I got a bunch of those. You know, the ones you can buy, the little sample things. And that's what I'm giving away for my door prize. But it can be, because think about when you go to a baby shower, the door prizes are things like, I don't know, a hand lotion, or it doesn't have to be a lot of money. So you can do whatever you want to do for those prizes. And you can give away as many as you want. You can give away one if you want. But just the idea is the more prizes you give out, the more people are like, oh man, you should go see Mark and Lori's party. They do a great job, and you win prizes, and then you get more people coming. So word gets around.
Promotion.
Promote. So they're not going to just show up. You have to promote it. I do post my party like every single day in my group, in my private VIP group, and on my pages. And on my personal page, but that doesn't get people in. I send emails out to my list saying, join our party, it's going to be prizes. And then I will target certain people and I'll send them messages, or I'll even text them, say, hey, I'm having a Facebook party, come and join us. And here's what I do is I give them a link to the group. See, you just go up here and get the link to the group and send that to them and say they need to join it. They can join it themselves. So, anybody have any questions? I think we're about ready to wrap it up. We've been almost an hour, which is longer than we usually try to do. So you're welcome to these. Like I said, you can use them, but I'm warning you, if everybody uses them all the same exact images with the same script, you will get shut down. And I'm not using these exact scripts, so I won't get shut down. So I'm just warning you.
Yeah, just change it up. You want to put your personality into it anyway.
Yeah, you can use the same thing. Just kind of mix it up with some of your own words. And you know, like I said, you can copy the images, but even them, I'm finding that I'm kind of like with Peggy's party, I did more of a Christmas thing, as you might have saw when we were in there. I'm not in there anymore. So I did more of a Christmas theme on these. So it's kind of whatever you want to do. Theme parties work really great. Mark says, thanks, good info. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me go back to this. Bring it back up here. So thank you guys for being here. We are planning right now to do one next Sunday. It is Thanksgiving weekend, so I don't know. But right now, as of right now, I'm planning on doing it. So I will post something about doing another Facebook Live next Sunday. In the meantime, hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a great week.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
So
plan your Facebook
later.
Party and rock your Christmas.
Thank you guys for being here. Have a great evening.
Good night.
Bye-bye.